All right, another daily trip to town, another daily walk, basically. Got to get your exercise, you just can't sit around. Well, right now, not only am I heading into town to go to the store, I'm also going into town to meet a young 19-year-old from Kentucky, from the city of Louisville, and has decided to move here to the Philippines and find himself a wife. I know a lot of you are going to have a problem with that already. He's 19 years old, why does he need to find a life or a wife? Probably said he needs to get a life, yeah. Why does he need to do that? That should be the last thing on your mind, of why he needs to do something, or why he doesn't.
You just worry about yourself, partner.
Well, the last vlog that I did seemed to fire up a couple of expats, which is okay. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. So I think if you get offended by it, you know, the old he who detests the loudest, that maybe you just might be the problem. But before we get into that, let me answer a few quick messages that were sent to me. The first answer for the one, yes, no, and yes.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Another one that seems to upset a lot of people is old expats that seem to become YouTubers. Well, I think it's kind of natural for me. I've been on YouTube since 2007, and I've been in the broadcast industry for 35 years. So it's just who and what I do. And as far as talking about or rehashing the same old things in the Philippines, I've mentioned this before. There's 7 billion people on the planet. Not everybody's heard it. You may have. Move along, it's okay. Used to have this saying in radio, it's like, hey, if you don't like what's playing or you don't like what's being said, turn the station. It's just that easy, hit the button. But you always have those no talent ass clowns that always have to write letters and call the FCC and things like that. Instead of just living their life, saying whatever, and moving along.
People are tired of your pathetic behavior.
Good morning, hello, how are you? Nice, nice. Just another sweet lady here that we have meeting every day. Are you getting a ride into town or coming back? You know, one of the reasons that I choose to live out here in the jungle most of the time is so I don't have to deal with the expats. And there are a lot of great expats and they know who they are, and I'm not talking about them. But there are a lot of toxic effers out there. I've never seen so many grown men have the need to be Gladys Kravitz. If you're a little younger, you don't catch that, but you know, they know what I'm talking about. They need to stand at their window, peek out the curtain, and go, oh my God, I can't believe so-and-so's doing, I can't wait to, like, maretes, that's it. They got gathering up their chismes to just talk a bunch of BS.
And that, said Father O'Rourke, is gossip.
But I thought I'd go into town and talk to this guy. We met yesterday at Bury Beach. The whole family went out. There was probably about 45, 50, maybe 60 of us that went to Bury yesterday and spent the day at the beach. It was beautiful. Hello, good morning. It was really, really nice. From the beach you can see Daram, you can see Leyte and the islands and stuff, and so it's a beautiful, beautiful view. And he was there with a family that's taken him in. Contrary to popular belief, it's a Filipino family that haven't asked him for a dime. He does pay them a monthly amount, but with that very minimal monthly amount, they feed him, do everything for him, take care of him as if he's just part of the family. They don't ask him for money all the time, take him along on all the outings with the family, because the Filipinos are kind people. I said it before, I think a lot of countries that have offered to help the Philippines, you know, they've got the underlying agendas, and they've always just managed to, like, you know, finally when they get what they want or something, they just seem to think that it's okay just to shit on them here. All right, come on down. Yes. You know, the Philippines has always been, for centuries, hundreds, the trade route through Asia and into the West and all around. So it's always been of use to a lot of people. That's why the Chinese are battling it out right now. They want to have control of the trade routes. But without getting into, you know, politics or anything like that, you know how governments are. Governments all have their agendas. They want what they want, and they don't care who that they got to step on to make it happen. Hey, but back to what I was saying before about, you know, the channel and why I do it because I enjoy it. And, you know, some people seem to enjoy it. You may not, and that's fine. You know, it's like the police officer says, move along, nothing to see here. Yeah, because, you know, what gets you into something is not what's for the next person, and vice versa. Life is subjective. We all have our own experiences and the way we look at things. So by pissing and moaning, that's not going to invoke your will on anybody. I just want you to live your life and enjoy yourself. I got nothing to say how you do it, and vice versa. Richard, he is from Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and I met him yesterday at Bury Beach. And Richard is just a young 19-year-old lad that has decided to come to the Philippines and make the most of his life. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Richard.
At age 12, I left school and started working for my dad.
Yeah.
He started me in landscaping, then he started moving me slowly into construction and roofing. And he wanted me to really get more involved in the business and take over.
Right.
But at age 16, I saw a video of someone in Thailand. It's like, oh, I want that lifestyle. So since then,
What was it about that? Like, oh, Thailand. I think I may have to go there. Yeah.
the girls.
The girls. So your dad's a business owner, and
Yes.
he owns a construction company that does. It seems like a variety of
Yeah,
things,
variety.
from roofing to some outdoor work and things like
Yes.
that. But you didn't feel that was what you wanted to do with your life. You wanted to become the next. Maybe not food intensive, but you wanted to become the next Anthony Bourdain and travel the world.
I don't know who that is.
I know.
I did want to do it for a while. I even almost started my own landscaping company at one point.
Right.
But then I saw that video and I got bitten by the travel bug.
Right.
Wanderlust, I think it's called.
Wanderlust, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you and I spoke about this earlier, and I've always been a big proponent of it. Never worked for, you know, when you go through public school and stuff, they teach you to work for somebody else, basically. Why work all your life making somebody else rich when you should just be doing it yourself? And you know, become an entrepreneur, do whatever you can as far as supporting yourself, and as opposed to, like I said, making somebody else rich. So now here you are, 19 years old. You're in the Philippines. We ran into each other at quite a beautiful beach there.
Yes.
I mean, from the beach you can see Durham, you can see Leyte and all of that, and food galore everywhere. You took me over and I met your host family that you were living with.
It treated me so
Very
well,
nice.
like I'm their own son.
Right. And you came over and saw my whole family,
Yes.
all
So
100
beautiful.
of them. Had a good time. And that's just it, is getting together and having a good time and enjoying life. So you came over here. So far, has it been anything you had expected? What has been something that you didn't anticipate, or what you had not anticipated but you thought was really an enjoyable experience?
Oh. Sure. One thing that, not so much about the Philippines, but just with the family I'm staying with.
Right.
It's how welcoming they've been to me, and how much they made me part of the family.
Right.
I really like that. I mean, one thing I wasn't expecting here was that at first I found it really difficult trying to find water to drink. I was thirsty the first few days because you couldn't just drink from the tap.
Right.
And I was a bit too scared to walk around to go try to find somewhere to buy water.
Sure.
Because I was already scanned by a truck driver, I think, on my second day here.
Right.
And I was like, I didn't want to bother with them. And I wasn't exactly comfortable walking around yet. So I was buying water in the hotel.
Right.
They were charging me 50 pesos per liter.
Right.
Really expensive. I later on found out at the Mercury. Well, first I went to the Novo. It's 13 peso per liter.
Right.
At Mercury, it's 9 peso per liter.
There you go, dude. See, you learn slowly and
Yeah.
everything like that, and the more that you experience, the better off you'll be. You'll start to feel more comfortable, and it's really conducive to learning a lot quicker now that you're with a host family
Yes.
that knows the ins and outs, of course, because they live here and they know everything and can
Yeah.
help you along the way. So what are your plans, long-term plans? You're 19 years old. Are you going to make this your home for the rest of your life? Or are you looking to find a girl and settle down and move her back to the United States? What do you think you're doing?
I don't see a reason why I wouldn't settle here.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't settle where I'm currently am. I want to go
Correct.
somewhere more rural, but I like the Philippines so far.
Right. You want to go rural.
Yeah.
So you want to be like in the jungle, like me.
Yes, like you.
Jerome of the jungle.
Yeah, yes.
Jerome of the jungle. But he doesn't know that either. Anthony Bourdain, George of the Jungle. He doesn't have a clue. But that's okay. But what do you think you're going to do as far as financially? How are you going to support yourself here? Because, expats can't work here.
I have a few options. I can go back to the U.S. for a few months out of the year.
Right.
Then come back here for a year, then go back for a few months. That's one option.
Uh-huh.
Another option is that I've been studying it now for a year, trading, and I'm okay at it. I'm not perfect yet, but I'm okay at it. And you don't need much money to get by here.
Right.
So that's another income opportunity for me. So those are currently my main two options that I'm looking at.
And gambling. That's the chicken fighting. That's going to get me through. That's almost like stock options. Look, if you have some kind of sensibility about you and you know what you're doing, of course it's never a guaranteed thing, but it's also always good to have knowledge, and there's some people that do just that. They live off their stock investments and things like that. So that's I personally, I don't have a clue about that kind of stuff because I was never raised in that environment. My father's a retired Marine. I did my thing, and we never did anything like that. But I live here full time now. I love it. My wife and I have a great place together. We're looking at moving. We've looked at a few other options as far as other islands, and it's for the kids' sake, because we want to make sure when the kids get older that they're able to go through nice schools. And I know the nicest schools are going to be up towards the Manila area, but we've looked at Batangas, Cavite, and stuff like that. But still, I don't want to live in that environment because it's too urban,
Yes.
I'm kind of the rural guy. I want to be out there, sitting on a hill overlooking some stuff, and that's just me. It's going to take some time to find out, but you don't rush good things, and I think that's what it's going to be like. So what are your plans, immediate plans? You are here for a month. Have you gone and extended your visa?
Yes, that's extended until the 23rd of December.
Okay.
I need to go to Calbayo or Tacloban and go in person and do the ACR card.
Right.
I plan to do that.
Okay.
Minimum, I'm going to be here till February, but my sister wants to come and join me in February.
Oh, okay.
So, but if I leave, it'll be in February.
Right.
But I plan to stay into the summer. And if she comes, I might stay even longer.
And right now you're looking for a single female, right?
Yes.
That's not going to scam you.
Yes.
And you're learning the ropes. Never give them money, okay? Isn't that right? If you meet a girl and she says, "Hey, I want money," don't give her money. Yeah, don't give her money. See there?
Yes.
Don't give her money. Because you want, any relationship you're in, you want it to be about love. The money comes later, and as you're living together and you share life together, then that's good to go. That's not a problem. But when they say, "Hey, I need load," or "My phone is broken, I need a new phone," and they're on a phone talking to you, there's an issue there.
Yes.
But no woman that you're going to fall in love with is going to say, first off, "Hey, I need money from you," because then that means that's not the basis of the relationship. And you want to make it love, exciting and new. That's the theme from The Love Boat. He doesn't know that either.
I've heard that title, but I've not seen
The Love
it.
Boat?
Yeah.
There you go. So, Richard, I wish you the best, man.
Thank you.
Before we leave here, you'll have my contact info since we are neighbors here. Not basically neighbors, but we live in the same city of, well, I don't even want to say it. No. We live in the Catbalogan area. And anytime you need anything or, you just want somebody to hang out with and talk to, look me up. I'll try to give you the best advice possible.
Thank you.
I'm not the wisest sage, but look, I've made it this far in life. People have come to me and asked me to help with their problems as far as talking it over, we've always been able to get through it in a positive way. And so if you need anything, just let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to be there.
I appreciate it.
Right here. Come on, Richard, don't leave me hanging. Hey, and we want to say thank you to the lovely people here at DAPS. If you come to Catalogan, DAPS is a great place. This is the first time I've seen you here, but I've seen you here before. But it seems like you guys change staff every once in a while. But I think that's kind of a regular thing. But the food is always consistent and good. And what is this, Dina? Yeah, dinakadakan. I can never say it right. That is a great dish right there.
Oh, I gotta try that.
Yeah, I've had it a few times. It's great. That's like one of their specialties. I think it's the most expensive thing on the menu. Yeah, but well worth it. It's 320 pesos. That's really, what is that, like $6-7,
Yeah.
I think. So I mean, if you were to get something like that in the States, it'd probably be about $17, I think. So you're getting a hell of a deal here. And plus, they bring you a nice glass of water. We got plenty of too big to drink. We're all good to go. They take care of us. So DAPS here. And Richard, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna go shopping at the mall here. Have you been to Metro?
Yeah, Metro a few times.
Yeah. I go in there and I go there and hang out just because they have air conditioning. No. No, but I'm sure a lot of people do. They're like, let's go to the mall and just hang in the air conditioning for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've been told to do that by the family I'm staying with.
Yeah, nah, the hell. Air conditioning is overrated. Suck it up. Did the pioneers that crossed America, did they have air conditioning? No. If they can deal with it, so can we. That's what I've got to say. All right, thanks very much.